Hello everyone, my name's David Edgar, I'm the host of Heart and Hand Rangers podcast, and I'm joining you tonight from Ibrox after a slightly heroic performance from Rangers as we were able to hold on for a 0-0 draw against Athletic Bilbao, and that is with 10 men for, 90 minutes because there was so much extra time played in it. And look, I think that before the match, most people would have considered a draw a fairly decent result for Rangers, but when we went down to 10 men that early, I think you would have got long odds on us keeping a clean sheet for the rest of the match. The manager made changes, he was as good as his word from the weekend. In came Liam Kelly for Jack Butland, that was the big one, but also in came Bailey Rice and Yanis Hadji as well. And Rangers going with the 5-3-2 that's become our default formation in Europe. I thought we started okay. It looked as though it was going to be a game where they would dominate possession, which you expect, but Rangers would try to counter, and then it all changed. Daybreak, going into the box, Williams is fouled by, first of all, Balogun, who misses him, but then by Robin Proper, who takes him down. And although the referee gives a free kick and he then and books him, he's then asked to go and have a look at it on the monitor, and when he comes back he issues a red card. Haven't seen it as a red card. We can debate whether or not the rule, we like the rule, but it is a red card under the current laws if you prevent a goal scoring opportunity, and it is. I've seen people saying, well, somebody might have got back. He has a chance to get the shot away straight away. It's a red card, no complaints about it. Sometimes you've seen them given, sometimes not, but this one was. And from then on in, I felt we were up against it, but we worked really hard. Ridvan Yilmaz was particularly impressive out on the flank, and Rangers were doing the things that sometimes domestically we don't do. We were concentrating, we were shutting down the spaces, we were making life difficult, and yeah, there were a couple of chances more towards the end of the half when Liam Kelly's made two excellent saves, one after the other. One in particular, a header from a corner, he's saved, he's caught, and I think that was the most impressive part of it. Into the second half, and I thought they came out with a bit between their teeth. Bilbao clearly had a rollicking from their manager, but Rangers again kept them at arm's length. They should have scored after 55 minutes with a drilled low cross in from the left. He's near post finish and put by the post, but after that Rangers looked in control. And then a rather bizarre incident on 74 minutes. First of all, the ball is launched into our box. Liam Kelly makes a save from a header, but then the rebound is put in, and the goal was given, but it did look as though the guy was offside who'd put it away for Bilbao. However, when the referee went to the screen to have a look at it, he then decided that it was a penalty for a handball by Dujon Sterling. Again, I don't know what a penalty is these days. Nobody does. It differs competition to competition. There's a higher standard for it in the Premier League than there is in Europe, and it's just bizarre. We've created an absolute mess here. I don't think anyone looking at that thinks it's a penalty. He's not swinging his arms in an unnatural way. He's running, and the ball bounces up and hits him on the arm. And yeah, just it felt like a bit of a kick in the teeth. But in the end, it worked for us because Liam Kelly pulled off a brilliant save and Ibrox erupted. A wonderful moment for him and for us. There was a lot of injury type play because of that VAR check and also because of an injury to Bailey Rice. We hope he's okay. It looked a serious one, a head knock, although he was waving to the crowds. He went off thankfully after a long check, and that meant that there were 12 minutes of injury time, but Rangers got through it and actually got stronger through it and finished the game up in the Bilbao half, even though by then we were down to 9 men because Dujon Sterling was injured and had to go off. It's clearly only half time, and clearly Bilbao will feel that they're the favourites, and understandably so. They've got a home game. They'll think that they can beat us. But I think we can take a lot out of this game tonight in terms of next week. I think we showed we can compete against them. We can deny them space. Next week we're going to go there and it'll be brutal football we have to play. We'll have to grind it out. But we can do that. And I think we can be better going forward. Even with 10 men tonight, I thought there were opportunities to break that we didn't make the most of. I don't think Cherny or Dessers were on it. So I still think that there's a possibility of us going over there, and if we can just be a wee bit better going forward, then we can hurt them and score goals. They'll be a different proposition at home, I get that, but after 10 minutes I think the whole of Europe thought Rangers are out of this, and after 110 minutes we're not. So look forward to next week. I don't know what kind of team we'll be able to put at Pittodrie on Sunday, right enough, because there were a few walking wounded, but still, well done to Rangers. All you can ask for your team in matches like this is that they leave everything out on the park, and tonight that Rangers team did. Right, I'll be back on Sunday after we take on Aberdeen at Pittodrie. Until then, get full reaction over on Heart and Hand on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Heart and Hand. And I'll talk to you again on Sunday. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.